Hey there! So today I am going to teach you how to do this hairstyle. I've been obsessed with the 100 for a very long time now, and I love Octavia's character and her hair. So this is Octavia Blake's Grounder hairstyles, and her hair evolves through the show, but this is the one that I like the most.
So the first thing you're going to want to do is brush out your hair. This look has a lot of braids, so if it's tangled, it's not going to go around very well. Next, you just want to brush it back and figure out where you want to part your hair. She has multiple braids on the side of her head and then just a piece in the middle. Once you've found that spot, just pin the other hair to the side so it doesn't fall over and start going with the braid. This braid can be a little trickier, so it's going to zoom in just a second to show you. It's basically a Dutch braid, but the way you're doing it is a little more challenging as it's not on such a big scale. It's hard to, at least for me, to grip the hair correctly. And so you're just folding under and grabbing a small piece of hair every time you're picking up. And you want to make sure you're holding it really tight to your head. And as you go down, when you're finished with all the hair you have laid and ready to pick up, you just braid down like you would any normal braid. So you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Just find your part and part it as per usual. The problem with this side is it's two braids that then connect into one, so it's the more difficult, I guess, of each braid. Find that part, and you're going to do the bottom one first. I find it easier to do that every time I've done this look. So just twist the hair and pin it in a place where you can easily grab it without pulling other hair. So again, just like the last one, start with the front, just a little piece of hair, and fold under in a small Dutch braid, just very tight to your head. It may hurt a little bit as you're pulling right to the skin, but it's what you gotta do. And just do it normally there and braid down like you did before. So this time you're actually only going to braid down halfway. You can go the full way if you'd like to. I just find it easier this way because you're going to be taking it out in a second, so don't spend all that time. If you have long hair like me, just leave it the way it is. Pull out the top part and do the same thing, except when you get to the end, you're not going to braid down. Okay, now that you're at the end, this is the tricky part. You're going to have to unravel your first braid and somehow connect it to the second one. I struggled a lot with getting my hair elastic out. I should have just used a regular one. Okay, so you want to make sure you're put each strand together, just one of them each. It's the easiest way to do it. And braid as you would normally, but grabbing the strands without letting either braids untangle, that's the hard part. But once you've got that first little braid, you're good to go. So next you're just going to unclip your hair and comb it back. Make sure your braids are in place. And the next step is to actually back comb, which is not fun to get out of your hair, but it's kind of fun to look at. So you're going to take this in two parts. So take the front part of your hair and start by back combing that. then take a second part and back comb that one as well. You can leave it after this one and just leave the sides flat. That's how I like to do it sometimes, but this time I decided I wanted to just back comb the rest of it and leave it at that. So make sure you have it in the right place. See if you need to back comb it a little more after this, and then you're good for the next step, which is fishtailing. So fishtailing is pretty easy. You just split your hair into 2 sections and take small pieces of hair from the outer end, flipping them over to the other section. My camera had turned off, so I actually shut it off for that part. But once your fishtail's done, you're good. Just pull it apart, make it look a little messier. Because it's Octavia, she's a grounder. She's not a grounder, but you know what I mean. Then I just clipped down a couple pieces that were hanging out. You can leave them to give yourself a more messy look. I didn't like that, so I clipped them down. And then I just took my back comb again and used the end of it to plump out the front of my hair because it was a little uneven. And that's it. That's all it is. Difficult but easy look. I hope you enjoyed. This is a really, really fun look if you're going out with your friends or you just want to look cool for the day. It's a cool hairstyle. I like it.
Thank you for watching this Octavia Blake hair tutorial. That's it for this. It's pretty simple, but it's also difficult at the same time. So I hope this helped a little bit. And yeah, comment, like, subscribe, tell me what other characters or hairstyles you'd like to see me do. If you'll like to follow me on social media, those are down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.